it's me, Vast Exotics, and today we're going to be making this one video about ducklings. So I've gotten 10 ducklings right here. Wait a second. Okay, I thought this duckling right here was bleeding. It isn't, it's just his skin and the shade and the shadow of him. Okay, so what we have right here are 10 ducklings, 2 white ducks, they are Muscovy ducks, and 2 other colored ducks, they are Muscovy as well. And so we got these ducklings right here on 2 days ago on Saturday, and those about very recently, I think about 5 days, or 5 or 4 days ago. And yeah, so they are all wet. I don't know why, because right here in this container that's where they were just overnight. Not really overnight, they were in a cardboard box, and then someone put them in there. I don't know who in my family. So they put them in there, and then what happened was they put water with them, and then they all went in the water and they got all wet and stuff. And then now they are soaking wet. And yeah, so one thing that we, oh my god, go with your friends. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. And so one thing that we do is that we actually, in the morning, we actually put them in there first, in that cage right there, and then we at night time or afternoon, we come and we put them inside. And yeah, so let me find 2 of my ducklings. So this right here, his name is Junior, and I can tell the difference between him and the other ducklings because he has like a bald spot right on his head. And yeah, and he's very cute. There you go. And then he's very small, and when there's water on him, he's his skin starts to show. That's the bad thing, and that's very sad. So yeah, and then different. And then this one right here, his name is Flash. I used to call him Whiteface because he has a white face, like white nose and stuff. But then his name is Flash now because he's very fast, and whenever we have to put them in the cage, he runs like crazy. And yeah, so right now we're just leaving them for to dry off. There are some big ones, they already dried themselves off, and that one just pooed. Wow. This one right here, he just pooed. He just reversed a car and took a dump. So the routine of these guys are that usually we in the morning we take them out of whatever they're in the night, and then we just put them on the floor for 1 hour or half an hour to run around and stuff, and to play with the floor, play with each other and stuff. And then when that happens, we put them in this cage right here, and then we cover the top up, and then we cover the sides up so that nothing gets in and eats them or anything. And we have their food right there, and then we have this thing that I made. It's like an automatic feeder, so all their food is right in here, and then right down there's the pipe right here. And then when they start eating, then all that food goes down, and then gravity pulls it downwards, and then it goes right there, and then they start eating. I just kept another container of food right here, just so that if they can't find that or anything, then they have that one to eat. And to just fix that, make it put it in the corner. Okay, just put that right there. Oh, this thing is pretty heavy. And then once it's like afternoon or anything, then what we do is like we come and then we tip this over or something. Like we take this food and water out. Water contains there. I'm not gonna put that in right now. And then we tip this to make sure that this part right here is on the floor so that we can just grab them out easily. And then once we grab them out, then all we do is we take them in like the container. Probably going to be in that one, or just in the box, whatever, or probably just in a box. And then what we do is we just like put them in like in the living room or whatever, left in the box. And then sometimes we put like a heater close to them to keep them a little warm. And then yeah, so these are the ducklings. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And sometimes these white ducks, they act like the mother of them. And so what happened was in New South Wales, there's on every Saturday there's the Fairfield market. And what happened was in the Fairfield market, we went to go check that we wanted to buy these guys, right? So what happened was we went there and then we found that there was like 6 there and then 6 there, and then they each little duckling cost exactly $20, but if you get 2 then it costs $35, and that was too expensive, so we decided not to get it from there. And then we went, and then my dad called one of our relatives, and then he said to check somewhere in whatever street, I don't know what the name was. And then we found that there was this one guy. He actually had lots of ducks, and roosters and stuff, but he didn't have any ducklings. So and then he told us to go in some other house, like in the road. And then we went there, and then we found that they had lots and lots of ducks and roosters that was like fat and chubby. And they also were there were also these ducklings, and they were all like so tiny and cute and everything. So we decided to get 10, and each one cost $10. So yeah, so that means all of these guys cost $100. I'm just gonna move off the shadow. See them? They like start pecking at the ducklings. I don't know why. If anyone knows, just leave it in the comments down below. And they're not really their parents. They just stick around with them because they're adults and whatever. And this duckling right here keeps getting lost all the time. He's either picking stuff off his back and stuff, and then everyone goes all the way in the front, and there's this little guy here. I'll help him out. There you go. So back to your friends. So these guys are pretty annoying. These 2 ducks right here. They're pretty annoying. They start like hitting these little kids. Hitting these ducklings. They start like pecking them in very hard. They start like stomping all over them. So and they just like stay in the cage. We put them in the cage, and then now they're just getting used to it. I don't know why. They should be just like roaming around like these 2 right here. Let me pick up Junior. So Junior is right here. And I can like, if I can't see his bald spot on the back of his neck, I can see that there's 2 faint dots of yellow on his head. So I'm gonna pick him up, and he is right here. He's on this rock being the king. He's being the king of the world. I'm just gonna pick him up. There you go. On his back, like right here, there's like on his back right here. You can I don't know why, but it's not happening now. But there was his back, right over. When he was in my hand, you couldn't see it, but now you can. Right there. You can see his skin right there is actually right over. Okay, this is the duckling game, whatever. But his skin starts to show, and that's not really nice. So we try not to get them wet anymore, for about one whole week till they get old. And yeah, I'm going to be making like updates about them and updates about the ducks. And I also have some mosquito fish up in the patio. So I've got some mosquito fish. If you don't know what it is, it's basically fish that I think it got introduced into Australia by Europeans because there's too many mosquitoes. So what they did is they put mosquito fish into the water where the mosquito larvae was, and then all the mosquito fish would just eat all the mosquito larvae. That's what gives them the name mosquito fish. And I'm gonna put some of them in the water in a 1 month when they turn 1 month old. 1 week old, and then because they actually these ducklings, it's good to give them fish when they growing up because they get healthy. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna also try to keep these two away. They're really annoying. They keep being very rude to the ducklings. If the ducklings are just get scared or anything, they run into this cage right here because of these holes. They're very big, so they run inside, and then they get right here, and then they get pecked at by these two rude. Not really two. I think it's more of that black one right there. But then this guy sometimes hits them, sometimes, but rarely. So I'm gonna try and keep them away. And yeah, so I'm just gonna keep making sure that these guys aren't wet. So I'm gonna have to stay out here for about an hour or something. And then, cause actually at 11 o'clock I have to go to a birthday party. So that's why. And again, this one duckling doesn't stay close to anyone. You can see Dale Jr. But this duckling right here, I'm pretty sure he's the smallest duck, and he just pooed. What they do is it's actually I don't know why, but for me it's actually really adorable. They reverse backwards and then they take a dump. It's for me it's actually pretty cute, and yeah. So actually I have to go now, and cause my storage